What is up, guys? Private Eye Russ here, and welcome to another episode of the Private Eye Russ podcast. I am the host, owner, operator of a private investigation and security consulting firm. Corporate theft investigations, criminal defense investigations, litigation support investigations, pre-long-term relationship or premarital and background investigations to make sure that person has been honest with you about their past. I will give you the answers that you deserve. If you are a man, you require or you need personal development coaching sessions. I have a wide range of options available. I will set you straight, whether it's personal goals, business goals, other relationship goals, about child rearing, whatever it is, I can set you straight. Reach out to me at RUSS at privateeruss.com. That's RUSS at privateeruss.com, or send me a direct message on X. I'm there every day, not all the time, but I'm there every day, and I will set you straight. All right, so let's get into this one. This is a warning. This is a caution for Darksiders. All right, in case anybody who doesn't know, Darksiders are men who engage women who sell themselves for play, pay for play, sex work, whatever you want to call it. Darksiders are the guys who are engaged in their services. So when I hear people maligning sex workers, I'm like, look, if there were no clients or patrons, they wouldn't be selling it. It's the world's oldest profession for a reason. Women are going to sell it, guys are going to buy it. That's just how it goes, guys. I'm not judging anybody for what they do. I'm just stating facts. So I had a conversation not too long ago with a sex worker I know. All right, and she's been a very valuable asset. No, not in that way, but she's been a very valuable asset as far as background information with certain cases I've worked on, specifically cases where I volunteer some of my time to look for missing and exploited children for nonprofits. I've been doing that for more than a decade. And so she's helped me out a bunch of times. And so what she gave me was, she kind of swerved into some information that she knew about, but I didn't know about. All right, and I'm passing this on to some of you guys. This is for the Darksiders, okay? If you're not a Darksider, maybe you want to hear it anyway. This could benefit you anyway. And if you follow some of my protocols, this won't bother you one way or the other. So what some of the ladies that are sex workers have been doing, and apparently this has been going on for quite some time, it's been going on for years. They will, once you have deposited your DNA into a condom, they will spirit it away, presumably to dispose of it. All right, but they are not being disposed of. They are saving them and they're passing them on to, let's just say, law enforcement investigative body, groups that are doing what they're doing for the purpose of, cataloging what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Why? For what purpose? I have no idea. I'm not going to name the agency. She did tell me about it. But if it's being done here in Florida, I'm sure it's being done other places. A lot of times, sex workers will cooperate with law enforcement. Not even a lot of times, quite a few. A lot of times, quite frequently, they'll either offer them services to be left alone, or they'll offer them information. Both those things are very valuable, but especially from my standpoint, the information side of things is incredibly valuable. And so, this is not to scare anybody, but this is just something you should be cognizant of. Now, what are my protocols when it comes to disposing of your DNA? And that's a perfect segue into this one: how to dispose of your DNA once you have finished engaging in fun bedroom activity with a whatever person of your choice, and now there's that pesky DNA sitting in the condom, right? Okay, number one, don't let anybody dispose of your DNA. You take charge of your DNA. Why? Because every single one of those swimmers could have your future attached to it. Right? So we want to make sure we maintain control of these things in custody, chain of custody. Don't let her say, I'll take care of that for you. Nope. No. Thanks anyway. I'll do it. I'll take care of it myself. And next, if you have some sort of spermicidal solution, you put that in there and you tie it up. But even then, with that in there, destroying and killing the swimmers in there, you tie it up, wrap it in toilet paper, flush it, flush again, Flush again a third time to make sure it's gone. Dispose of your swimmers. Don't trust a person who sells her body for a living and probably a drug addict and probably been arrested a ton of times and probably is under the thumb of law enforcement or whoever else to get rid of your DNA. Your DNA can be used in so many different ways. It can be used fraudulently to impregnate themselves, and if they do that and they get pregnant, guess what? You still own it, and that baby is still yours, and you are going to have to pay for the next 18 years. It can also be used to incriminate you in something that maybe you had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? So imagine your fingerprints are found on a blade at the scene of a crime. It's going to look pretty bad. Now imagine how much more difficult it's going to be denied to deny that your DNA is yours, and you're sitting there thinking to yourself, man, how did it wind up there? Protect your DNA, guys. All right, so there's a warning to you, Darksiders. Again, I'm not saying you should or should not be a Darksider. I know some people will, get on their high horse and do the whole, abstinence and be a virgin until you get married and all the rest of that stuff. Okay, fine. If that's your viewpoint, that's your viewpoint. Everybody doesn't have to happen to share that viewpoint. There are guys who are going to engage sex workers. There are sex workers who are going to sell, and these guys are going to buy what they're selling. That's just the name of the game. It's been like that since time began, since recorded time. Since the first caveman found a shiny rock that one 304 cave woman really, really liked, and she was willing to, share some fun bedroom activity time with him for that shiny rock. Whatever the case is, it's been going on forever. It's not going to stop, guys. So anyway, that was a quick warning to you Darksiders. Be very, very careful. And this is your boy Private Eye Russ. Please hit like, subscribe, share. There will be a lot more videos to come, a lot of lessons to learn. With this one, you got a bonus lesson how to dispose of your DNA. It doesn't just protect the Darksiders from false accusations but it can protect you from paternity fraud. Protect yourself from paternity fraud. Teach those protocols to your sons. Teach them to your nephews, your grandchildren. Teach them that every guy to keep themselves from being the victim of paternity fraud or some other sort of fraud where they could wind up in a whole ton of trouble. Anyway, it's your boy Private Eye Russ. I will talk to you guys in the next one. I'm out.